Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are all well. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Snowrunner's Spin Size. Now, in today's video, we are going to be doing something a little different. Once again, we are going to be comparing two trucks, basically. Now, the first one is going to be basically a heavy versus an off-road. So these are the two candidates for today. So we got I don't know how to pronounce it. The Azov. Azov, I think if that's how you pronounce it, against the well, here we go again, the Azov again, but it seems to be slightly different though. So obviously this is like the bigger version to this one, but the reason why I want to test these two out is because the price is not much different. It's 6,000, give or take about 6,000 different. That one's slightly bit more expensive, that one's slightly bit less, but the power, if you look at the figures down below, for instance at the heavy, we are pretty much 2 away from power to weight, where the off-road is 3. Okay, there we go. To on the off-road we go to durability, which is 2 away from, which is again it's A, and then we go to A minus, so it's 3. Fuel consumption, which is B minus, and then we got B plus. So it's kind of like it's kind of somewhere meets in the middle. The only difference is, the big difference is how much fuel capacity it can carry. This one, the off-road, can carry 200, where the heavy can carry 350, so it's 150 more. But then again, you look at the suspension type, stock, and then the tires on the off-road, all terrain, again 50-inch, and then again all terrain 50-inch, and you got your all-wheel drive and your diff lock, they're always on, and then compatibility, which are pretty much exactly the same. So it's going to be an interesting figures to see exactly just how well these trucks can do, in terms. So let's purchase both of them, and then we're going to see exactly how well and see what we can actually do to them for that price. So there, we've done the first one now, and let's head over to that one there and purchase that one as well. So we've got both. Let's just move over and move them across. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so we got both now. So let's go to this one, customize straight away. So we got, obviously I haven't unlocked the bits, but again you can do the engine. Okay, that's decent. But then you go pretty much A plus, which obviously goes to B minus. Yeah, we're not too bothered about that. Gearbox we can go to, which minuses durability if we wanted to. Okay, we can't do anything about the suspension, but it's already quite high off the ground. Tires, we got quite a lot we can do with the tires. If we want to, we can go ice. Good, we can do anything we want. Average mud, so we're gonna put some decent mud tires on. So we have got excellent, excellent mud. Okay, let's do that one then. Winch, I'm not too concerned about. Spare wheel, okay, we can throw a spare wheel on there. If you guys want to see what it is, there it is. So let's put the spare wheel on there as an extra bit of weight. This is where the key part comes in, the add-ons, the frame add-ons. So as you can see it, you can throw the crane, the flatbed, body, obviously like basically your mechanics, to if you're stranded or you find another truck, you can fix it. Your maintenance service vehicle, the shenanigans, your side board bed, fuel tank, you got your crane, or that's like your more of a loading crane, which is small one, then you got obviously, and then you got your saddle beds for that matter. But we're gonna be smacking the snow, which is, this is the time. So that one's your regular. Let's put that one on. Let's have a quick look. Let's add the crane as well, because I want to add more weight to it. I just want to see if there's anything else we can do. No, we can't do anything else. So let's add some extra weight to it, just to make it more difficult, I would think. Okay, so we got all of that shenanigans. Yep. Winch, we don't need anything there. Okay, let's make it look pretty. Do we want to? We can do all the add-on bits there. Okay, same goes for okay, so we can remove the mud flaps if we wanted to. Why not? Looks better without them. My personal opinion. We can add bull bars. That one looks badass. I like that one. Front side. Okay. I have no idea. I can't see it. whatever. And then wheels, we can do a bit of wheels, nothing fancy, but that is what it is. I'll leave the paint job just the way it is. Okay, so we've done that one out, that one's ready to go. So let's move over to this one over here, the Evo, which is now the slightly, this is the heavy, obviously, right here. So again, we can do this, which obviously puts that one right up to the top to S plus, you know. So if anything, I would probably put it up to there. But yes, obviously this one has more of an advantage. Okay, it's understandable. Gears, okay, we can put advanced, but then we minus on the fuel consumption. That's understandable. Stock, suspension, tires, okay, we can do quite a bit with the tires. We'll add tires as well, just because we did it on the off-road truck as well. So winch, I'm not too concerned about. Spare wheel, we'll throw some spare wheels. Now this one also has advantage because it can carry 2 spare wheels, where that one can only carry 1 spare wheel. Frame add-ons, we can do exactly the same. Crane, flatbed, shenanigans, and so forth and so on. So again, we can do some extra bits, but we are going to throw a crane on it as well, and we're going to put a regular saddle bed for the job. Snorkel, we can do add that one there. We got that one, so we'll put just a box stand one on. Why not? Exhaust system, we can add on if we wanted to. Not to bother about that, but light, let's put an exhaust on because that just looks ridiculous. Put some lights on there, make it look all pretty. Yep, doesn't really matter, I'm not too bothered about that. Booba, we could do a booba, but obviously that one looks so thin and tinkly. Look how dink it is. It's like literally one kick and a bends. You need something with a bit more oomph to it, like that. But we need to unlock it, so I'm not too bothered about that right now. Wheels again, we'll probably end up doing. So yeah, that's about it. So we'll test them out and yeah, take from there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, which we already have. I've got a trailer which I've added like a few weights to it. So I've got a container, 2 containers, and a fuel barrel at the back, and that's the trailer I'm using. So I've really got a circuit planned out on how we are going to do this. So yeah, let's try this out and see how well this actually plays out. So we will go and get the other truck in a second. So let's go and get the other one from the garage. So yeah guys, the purpose of this video is just to test out how well these 2 trucks perform. It's not to see, obviously, you know, basically this was better than that one. Obviously each one has their own ups and downs regardless. It's more just a tester to see on their own terms. To be fair, it's more the fact that they're pretty much identical trucks when it comes down to power. The only difference is one's got a bigger fuel tank than the other. That is literally it. So what we're gonna do is we just pull this one a bit back, like about there. So stop the engine, change, and I changed to the wrong one. God damn it. So yeah, what we do is we got backup now. Okay, that's how it's gonna look pretty much. Just about. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go for. Crazy, I know, but I wanted to add as much weight as I possibly could. So basically the trail is going to be all the way out. So it's a bit of load. Go all the way along there, across, and then we'll take our first left over here. So then we got off-road terrain. It's gonna be quite bumpy on certain areas of it. I know I haven't really bothered about that yet. I will do that at some point. And then we carry on across that obviously area there, all the way through around that steep bend, across there, all the way through and through, back there, and then back there again. And then that's where we will detach from that area and then obviously continue with the following truck. So yeah guys, this is just to see which truck is better in my personal opinion, but to be fair, it's more the case of, you know, which is your personal preference. Yes, the one is a bit more expensive, but when you look at the sheer power, it's not really a great deal of difference. They both can do pretty much the same thing. They even got pretty much the same kind of add-ons when it comes down to crane, whatever you want, it can probably do it. So yeah, we just obviously, and the diff lock and overdrive stays on permanently, so you can't even take that off. But yeah, no, it's like I say guys, it's just a kind of a, just an idea just to see which truck is better. And I have noticed this thing does have rear wheel steering as well, which is a big bonus. So clearly this truck will have really good some kind of, you know, turning radius, because if you can have rear wheel steering, that definitely helps out with the steering capacity. Oh, I just whacked the table with my hand. Yeah, it will definitely help out with the steering capacity as well. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be that much of a fast truck, to be fair. It's also not very high off the ground, which I've noticed as well. But hopefully what it lacks in ground clearance, it'll make up for all-wheel drive and traction, where it's got the diff lock and the all-wheel drive not the all-wheel drive steering, where it's got the diff lock and the all-wheel drive, you know. But yeah guys, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Which is your favorite truck, or which truck I should be testing out in the future? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel, as I would greatly appreciate it, as I always appreciate the support that you guys give me. Any comments, any suggestions in the videos, I'm all up for it. I love it, it's great. But yeah, no, let's check this out. Okay, we caught a bit of a lock there, but yeah, this is just to test it out. That's all it is, just to test out the sheer strength and the capability of this truck and the following on. So we need it now. This is where it's going to get really interesting. Okay, so as you can see, the terrain immediately gets crazy immediately. So let's see how well this can perform. Now the reason why I've done this is because a lot of the aspects of these type of trucks you wanted to be able to do on any terrain, any sort of terrain. So yeah, I'm definitely a bit concerned about the ground clearance though, because you know, if it can't do that, it's gonna struggle regardless. It's struggling a little bit, but that's only because of the ground clearance, how it's hitting the front bumper. That's the only reason behind it. Right, is it afternoon? Let's just change back up to morning quickly, so we got a better sight on what we can actually see what's going on. But once the ground clearance is done, it's okay. Oh, it's definitely sliding a bit, but the power seems to be okay, you know what I mean? The reason why I wanted to get such a trailer, the length and also the weight, is because you want the trailer to be able to, you want the truck to see if it's capable of pulling up that type of weight. Now remember, we got 2 containers and a fuel barrel behind us. So I meant to actually add, I forgot to add something else. I was gonna winch a fuel container as well. I forgot to do that one, but never mind though. Never mind. Let's just see how this actually works out. Nevertheless, it seems to be doing okay for the most part, but it's mainly the height, if anything, ladies and gentlemen. It's mainly the height. That's what it comes down to the most. It's just to see. Yeah, see, it's gonna bang. It's always that. That's the only annoying thing, is the ground clearance. As you guys can check, that's the only reason why it's juttering like that, is because it's hitting the front bumper. But other than that, it seems to be fine. I definitely think that they could have maybe given it this thing a lift though, but then it may have been top heavy though, maybe very, you know, very top heavy then. But it comes, to be fair, all you're guys are gonna have to do now is just pick your lines. That's all. All you're gonna have to do is just pick your lines to the best of your ability. But otherwise it seems to be okay for the most part. Like yeah, now what I would probably do is still go straight across, try and go sideways, see if we can get a better line. Not much different, but still maybe it's a bit better. You know, maybe just take it slow so you don't try and do no damage to your truck. Okay. It's quite low, it's gonna hit the bottom, isn't it? Yep, once again it's the bottom, the front bumper. But but regardless on that note, I'm very impressed with the truck so far. You know, besides its downfall, which is the height or the ground clearance, this truck seems to be doing okay for the most part. Okay, let's take it. Let's get through this area now. It definitely plows through the mud, where a lot of other trucks seem to get stuck straight away when you try and plow. It definitely pushes through. And remember, and you're carrying a lot of weight on the back. So it's definitely doing something. You know what I mean? It's definitely doing good. It's definitely pulling. Definitely pulling. Right, which are we taking now? We are taking a left over here. Yes, it's not doing too bad. You know what I mean? It's not getting stuck. It's just plowed through that, no problems whatsoever. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Very impressed indeed. I was hitting something. I was hitting the ground. There we go. No, it's yeah, like I say guys, you know what I mean, this truck seems to be doing okay. It's got the power, it's got the all-wheel drive, it's got the diff lock, it's got the rear wheel steering, which definitely helps out a big, you know. But other than that, there's not very much you can really go wrong with this truck. I think if there was one thing that I would definitely try and avoid is very like any ditches or any massive ditches that you can kind of bed yourself in that you can't get out on the other side. I would try and avoid that. Any small ones should be fine, but if it's a big one, I would definitely try and avoid it. Okay, it looks like we're kind of sliding. Although you can see the wheel is trying to steer it, but because it's difficult to actually get that kind of traction, it's not working very well. But nevertheless, it's still better than a lot of other trucks I know of. See how it's sliding? It's trying to get that traction, but nevertheless, it's still doing really well. I'm very impressed with it. Now this is where it's going to get interesting now. This is where it's definitely going to get interesting now indeed. Let's see how well this truck can perform. Oh hello, well, let's try and back it up a little bit there. See if we can actually get on here. Come on, there you go. There we go, come on, we got this. Are we gonna actually make it, or are we gonna get ourselves stuck? I think we just got ourselves stuck. Or maybe not. Maybe not, maybe we can actually get out of this situation. Ooh, that's a little bit of a nasty one right there. That was my own, that was my own doing. We just want to see how well this truck perform. That's why I'm like basically doing this though. You know, I mean, you want to try and push it as hard as you can, and see if this truck is capable of taking it through any sticky situations. Even if you got to make your own course, basically, you want to see what it can do. There we go. That's what I'm talking about there. The truck had no problems whatsoever. Very impressed with that. There's now a bowl just stuck underneath the truck. Hopefully yep, we can get, yes, look at that. See, any other truck, it would have just wedged itself straight underneath the belly of the truck. Well, we need to go up that side then. So we need back a little bit. Sorry, I was focusing on the front, that's why I didn't turn. It's not that I didn't want to turn, I just didn't turn. Come on, there we go. Easy. Look at that, that's a good turn radius right there. Fantastic, all the way around. Not bad at all. Very impressed. Very, very impressed with this truck so far. See, no problems, to be fair. Not a single problem we've had with this truck. I mean, I know I keep saying that, you know, it's just the ground clearance, but that's just one of those things, unfortunately. Not all trucks will have a lift. But to be fair, other than that, this is a great track. I mean, great truck. Definitely a great truck. I think personally it's probably one of the best trucks in the game. Besides, obviously, the ground clearance. You know what I mean? Other than that, I think this is definitely a very good truck all round. Not bad at all. I'll probably be using one of these trucks probably a lot more in the game, to be fair. See, we're not having a single issue with this truck. Not even a single situation. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to detach it now, and we will get the other truck, and then we will continue this journey and see exactly how well it performs. See you guys in a second. Okay guys, so now we obviously have our next one. So now we're going to test this one out and see how well it performs. So let's hopefully this one performs just as well as the last truck. So without any further ado, let's check it out. Let's try it out and test it, see how well it goes. Okay, here we go. Now remember, everything is stock. The motors on both the trucks that I'm using are stock. You know, the only thing I've changed was obviously I've done some cosmetics and I've done the wheels. The only benefit are really the wheels. That's the only upgrade I've really done to the truck. But everything else is pretty much cosmetic. Spare wheel I've done, obviously bull bars, little things like that I've done. But other than that, oh, and I've done, okay, and besides the crane, that obviously makes a bit of a difference because obviously that adds weight to both the trucks just to see how well it performs. But other than those little few extra bits, not a great deal of difference. But yeah, now we obviously take this one out. Now the difference between this and this is slightly less power than that one, but this one has more, I think it's more durability than the other one though. So what it lacks in power, it makes up for durability. But also one other thing is the downfall about this, it's got a smaller fuel tank than that one. But that one I think uses more fuel consumption in this one though, so I could be wrong. But yeah, so you know, it's just a little, it's minor things, but when you look at it from that point of view, it kind of like evens it out though between the two trucks, where the ones a heavy and the other one's off-road. This is an off-road where the other ones are heavy. So yeah, those are all things you need to take into consideration. Where this one obviously has the ground clearance where the other one doesn't though. Where the other one's stronger than this one in power to weight. But yeah, let's check it out. But they both are, see, no problems hitting the bottom, getting to the bottom though. No problems indeed. So let's see how well this performs. Now this one's obviously a bit high off the ground, so that means it could obviously be a downforce. It could have more body roll. You know, you never know, where the other one's more flatter to the ground. There's less body roll. So, but okay, we obviously had to back it down in first gear. Come on. It's struggling a little bit. It did struggle a little bit. It's definitely struggling a little bit though. Yeah, let's keep knocking down into first, as you guys can see. But remember, although they both have stock motors, but the other one didn't struggle as much as this one though. See, it keeps having to stop itself down the whole time. Where that one also has a bit more power than this one though. That's the only difference. But this one also has the ground clearance though. But yeah, like I say, they're both in their own way. It's more of a personal preference which truck do you like more. The other one is a bit more expensive, I think about 6 grand or so more expensive than this one. But otherwise they're pretty much the same kind of trucks though. It's not very much difference. There's a lot of add-on frames you can do to both of them as well. It's not just a flat bed, a standard and a high saddle. You know what I mean? They can both be used for different things, whatever you want basically. But no, they've definitely, I'm very impressed with both of them. The only downside about this one, it doesn't have rear wheel steering, but it still looks like it can still do very well. It's got twin steer in the front, so it does help though in some aspects, but it doesn't have rear wheel steering, no, but it still seems to turn very sharp in some cases. You know what I mean? Okay, let's keep going. It's not getting stuck. Still doing really well. Very impressed. Look at that. Not even a problem. Not a problem indeed. It's spinning because it's dragging a lot of weight, but it's definitely making it though. You know what I mean? It's not bogging down. It's definitely not bogging down at all. Oh, that obviously had to drop a gear, unfortunately. There we go, keep it going. Smack it in third gear. Smack it in fourth gear now. Back into third again. Fourth. Yeah, obviously this is a stock motor. I think if you definitely can get a more powerful motor, go for it. Yeah, it may cost you fuel consumption, but to be fair, but to be fair, it's definitely worth it though. Definitely worth it. I think so personally. Look at that. It's turn races is not too bad. You know what I mean? It's not too bad at all. You can kind of expect that for a truck though. Still better than a lot of other trucks I know of. That's for sure. Look at that beautiful turn radius right there. Now the key features. See if I can get to this one like I did the other one. Obviously the other one I've approached it slightly wrong, so we're gonna see if we can get this one a better approach. So there we go, come on. Okay, good, there we go. Nicely done. That was a good approach right there. Well, I don't want to go up there because I'll probably end up tipping it. I shouldn't do, but you know what, you just got that gut feeling, so we don't want to do that, so let's keep going. Great, look at that. beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Not even a single problem whatsoever. So I guess of this bulger, if we have any problems, no problem whatsoever. We're gonna obviously like that sticks the most in the most awkward place ever as well. Let's just get past it quickly. Thank you kindly, sir. That's it. Oh, it's hitting the stick. That's why it's not letting me move. Oh, it can't obviously break a blanche. Obviously not. That's the only reason why they won't let me go. But yeah, it's one of those things about the game. Unfortunately, that's just the physics that goes behind the game. It's not the fact the truck can't break. I could have if it actually, if the physics let it, but I chose not to. But yeah, this is what this truck is all about. This is the off-road version. They go for about 82,000 or 81,000, where the other one goes for I think 86, 87, 86,100, where this one I think goes for 81,000 or 82,000, give or take. But yeah, it's actually about 6 grand more. This one is 6 grand less than the other one, than the heavy one. So yeah, if you guys want to go and check it out, you'll see at the very start. Obviously, if you've seen the video up to now, you'll have seen us at the very start of the video. But yeah, that's what this contains. So to be fair, if I've got to rate these trucks, you know, if I've got to rate these trucks personally, I would definitely both rate them a 8 out of 10 on both of them. Why only 8? Because obviously that one, which is this one, could have done with a lift, but obviously unfortunately doesn't get a lift, and that's the only reason why the minus two stars off it, or 2 points if you want to call it. Where that one, the reason I'll also give this one an 8 out of 10 is the fact that it keeps shifting down in gears. Now obviously everything's stock, but the fact that that one obviously kind of kept the power up, you know, where this one couldn't. Obviously that one has more power than this one, but nevertheless it kind of like varies though, you know, so it has ups and downs. But otherwise guys, that's all that there is to it. They're both great trucks, fantastic trucks all the way around. I would definitely recommend them if you guys are planning to buy something like that at some point. Otherwise, sell some trucks, get these trucks if you're looking into getting something crazy that can do pretty much any job. You would not regret it. Anyway guys, hope this was helpful in many ways. If you guys did like this type of content, would like to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, take it now. Bye bye then.